Hey guys, what's up? Today we got some more stuff from We the People holsters. I think it's a holster and a cup and a shirt, I think. Actually, no. And kind of opened it, but I haven't really looked at them yet. So let's get into it real quick. Alright, so yes, I did open this thing up, but I haven't actually unboxed them per se, right? I wanted to make sure that's what the stuff was. And that's trash. You don't need to know about that. Before we actually open these things up, I do need to say real quick, We the People do send me stuff to look at, review, talk about, make videos and things. So if whatever I say about these things, good, bad, and the ugly, please do know it's my honest opinion. But if you need to take what I say with a grain of salt because it was sent to me for free, then you can take what I say with a grain of salt. Perfectly fine with me. But as always, I give my honest opinion about all this kind of stuff, okay? So let's get into this. The cup. Very squeaky. Sorry. Ooh, that gives me goosebumps. Oh, sorry. That gives me shivers. All right, so there we go. The tumbler. I opted for the stainless steel one this time. I have several of their black ones, and they have always been good. Nah, it's not really a problem. These aren't like dishwasher safe per se. I will say that. I'm not sure if they're advertised as such, but the ones that I have from most places that are black, right, they're stainless steel, but then they're coated and stuff. Over time, that stuff will come off in the dishwasher in general. But actually, the ones from We the People have been better than some other companies out there. So I opted just for a stainless steel one. We've got a flag on one side. Hopefully the shadows don't mess things up too much. And can you tell what that says? Right to bear arms. Ha! I think that's pretty clever. I think it's just kind of clever. Anyway, and on the inside there, of course, they give you 1,000 million stickers and things that we all use. But those are pretty handy. I've actually found these to be pretty stinking handy to have. They work, they're good. And now that I have a handful of them, we use them all the time. I actually used one yesterday at church. Anyway, so that's the cup. Set that right there for now. Put it like this, so maybe you can see what's going on. Now, let's get into the main meat and potatoes. We got the shirt. Right, yes, and then we have the holster, all right? The shirt, let's go ahead and take this guy out. All right. Can't even remember which one we got. Oh, same thing as the cup. There we go. Front of it looks like that. Defend the second. And then the back of it says this. BAMSIS. So let's see what it looks like. All right, so there we go. Fits all right. I'm getting a little bit chunkier than I used to be. But I wear a large, and their larges do fit fine, right? They fit like they're kind of supposed to. So anyway, yeah, that's what we got in the front, and that's what we got in the back there for you people. They have a bunch of different options as far as shirts. They have a lot of different shirts. If you know my style of things, I don't generally like to get quote-unquote like provocative-ish kind of stuff. Nothing vulgar or anything that they have, and I'm not saying that, but stuff that's more like it's just out there. I personally shy away from wearing things like that, so this is the one that I opted for this time. A lot of times I've gotten other shirts and stuff from them that have, you know, the American flag or just patriotic-ish stuff, right? Just cool kind of things, or even just simple, their logo kind of things. I like that kind of stuff. I don't like to put myself out there so that when I'm walking around town, everybody knows you have a gun, right? Some people like to wear that stuff anyway. And depending on where you're at, your environment that you're at, if you're going to a gun club or a gun show or some kind of an event like that, okay, everybody knows what everybody's doing anyway. So anyway, that's just my little caveat there. That's why you probably won't see me wearing a whole lot of crazy, outlandish, in-your-face kind of shirts. But they do make a lot of those if that's your style. And we all have different styles. So the holster we got this time, I have one exactly like this. But in another style, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and unload this guy, right? Put him away. All right, so this guy is clear and good. This is the Glock 48, right? Black shirt, black gun, doesn't show up too well, but the Glock 48 holding the light there. This is one of my absolute all-time most favorite, most comfortable handguns to conceal carry, right? Once they came out with these things, I have several of them now, and they're amazing. I love them. And I think I don't remember if the first We the People holster I got for the Glock, I think I bought it, because I think this is the one that I actually bought. And then the little claw that doesn't come with it, but you can buy it separately. This, no joke, I'm gonna make another video that is not quote unquote sponsored by We the People, because that way you know it's just me. I use this. I actually really do use this, and I find it very simple and yet comfortable, right? It does what it needs to do. And it's actually not bad. It's actually nice. I will say that it is actually a nice holster. Are there better ones out there? It all depends on what better means to you. But I actually do personally use the one that I bought with my own money. And so I opted to get another one in a different color. So the one that we have today, this is that, I'm gonna get it mixed up, carbon fiber, right? So it's a carbon fiber look to it. So basically the same holster that I had before, but it is got like a carbon fiber feel to it. And I kind of like that. Take the little sticker off. I kind of like that. I have a couple other their holsters that are in this style, and it's just smooth on the outside. The inside I don't think really changes, and I don't think the Kydex itself is any different. I think it just has a skin on it. I'm not exactly sure how they do all that, but that's this guy. It just goes for a little bit more of a classy look. I do like it, and honestly, concealed carry holsters, you can have whatever kind of crazy print thing on it, because honestly, the only person that's probably ever really going to see it is your buddies if you have your holster sitting out and people see it, or you when you take the gun off and put the gun back on. Because if it's a concealed carry holster, nobody's supposed to see the holster anyway, right? Little thing there for you. So they have, that being said, they have, I can't remember how many different colors and patterns and things, but they got a lot of different colors and patterns of these kind of their skins or whatever for their holsters. So it's cool. So you kind of personalize it to how you like it. And that's actually kind of neat, right? They give you options and stuff. I'm not sure which ones, if some are more, sometimes you got to pay a little bit extra to get certain kind of prints and things on there because it costs more money to do different things. Not sure exactly on their pricings and things. Go to their website. There will be a link down below if you really want to check all that kind of stuff out. But that's, sometimes you might have to do that. I can't say for sure because I don't know. I didn't look it up. I probably should have done that. But we're really just talking about this holster. And honestly, I have not used this exact one because you literally watched me pull it out of the package, but the other ones exactly like it, but in a different skin. I have used it quite often, right? Purchased with my money, I've used it and it works good. So honestly, if you really want to be honest, this holster, I'm going to give it away to a friend of mine who, it took him forever and 10 years to get a 48. He's been looking for a 48 for a long time. And just to say, I don't have it here with me. No, I don't. It's somewhere else. But this is for a Glock 48 MOS. Now, that's a big difference, or a big deal. That's why I got this little guy. And I'm sorry, I'm backing up now. But that's why I originally got this guy, because I couldn't find other holster companies out there that had Glock 48 MOS compatibility things, because if you see on a standard Glock 48, there is no rail, right? So it's kind of smooth across the bottom, right? Smooth. And so a lot of the holsters that would work for the 43X, right? The 43, the 48, they wouldn't accommodate a 48 MOS because the MOS has a rail on the bottom, and I have that one somewhere else. I should have brought it down, but I got it somewhere else. But I was looking for that holster to fit the MOS because I got an MOS and I wanted it to work. And so they were We the People was one of the companies that I saw at first that had a holster, and I'd used their stuff before. And so I went out and got one, and it worked fine, right? I'm not aware that they have any light compatible things for the 48 MOS, light compatible holsters for the 48 MOS or for the 43X MOS. Not sure about that yet. Look it up on their website. I'm actually pretty sure they don't, or else I would have gotten one of those instead. All that being said, this works perfectly fine for a Glock 48 and a 48 MOS. It works just the same for both of them, right? Works the same. If I take it and shake it, it'll come out because that's how I have my retention set on it. I don't hang upside down, but for like this is fine. But just so you know, this does work across the board. The 48 MOS holster works across the board for the 48 MOS and for the standard 48. That's good to know. That way, if you have one, you may as well get the 48 holster or the 48 MOS holster. That way, for whatever reason, you have compatibility across the line. It's retroactive, I think is the fancy word for you there. But anyway, this holster is probably going to be given away to a friend of mine who was looking for a 48 MOS for a long time. Finally got one. Not sure he has a holster for it yet. And I was like, I've already got one. And I don't need another one of the exact same thing. So he's going to get this thing, I think. He might just need to get a wedge. That is one thing to consider, or a claw, not a wedge. One thing to consider if you're ever getting these holsters, the inside the waistband holsters, this little wing thing, what do they call it, the claw, this is actually worth getting. This substantially makes the gun hide better, right? So I know you can't see my waist very well. If I put this box down, stand on it, maybe you can. There you go. All right, so if I put the holster on, this is without the claw, right? It clips in there fine, and I don't know how well it'll show up, but you can see the butt of the gun sticking out right here a little bit, right there. I don't know how well that shows up. I'm not sure exactly, but what I can tell you is it does help when you put that claw on. Exact same holster, pretty much, just different skin, but you do have the claw. It helps hide that. It pushes the butt of that gun in a little bit. Now, I know this review is not strictly about the claw at all. They actually didn't send me that claw. I bought that one. It's about this holster, but that being said, this is just a simple holster that, in my opinion, does work. Now, if you've watched any of my other reviews on things that people send me and stuff, most of the time I've shut up about 10 minutes ago because I don't have a whole lot to say about it. If you can read between the lines and hear what I'm telling you, I do use this holster, right? Again, not this exact one because you just watched me take it out, right? But I do use these. I do like these for what they are, right? A good holster that's going to work. For me, that is what it has done for me, all right? Take that with a grain of salt if you have to, but that is pretty much that, all right? If you got any questions about any of this stuff, please do let me know. I think I have a discount code thing that will be down below if it's still active and everything, as well as the website to these holsters if you want to go check it out. And if you don't want to go check it out, that's no harm, no foul, no skin off my nose, whatever kind of cliche term you want to use. But that is pretty much it, guys. Y'all be good to be safe, and hopefully we'll catch you in the next video.